A beloved longtime guest at the Banquet in downtown Sioux Falls has passed away. Whether you spent any time there as a guest or a volunteer, there's a pretty good chance that Ray Feller left an impression on you. Tonight, KELOLAND's Dan Santella tells us how Feller made people feel and shows us some of his poetry.
When I go out and I do speaking or if I'm out in the public representing the banquet, I will have people go, "Hey, does that guy with the hat still eat at the banquet?" And other people say, "Is Ray still there?"
The late Ray Feller of Sioux Falls is no longer here in person at the banquet, but his spirit is here, and so is his poetry, which includes these lines. Volunteers everywhere smiled and catered to me. A tear let go and ran away. This was where I needed to be.
We feed bodies and then we feed souls. And I can tell you, because Ray told me numerous times, that yes, Ray came to get a good meal, but Ray came to get his soul fed.
This was his family. It was. And he said some people come down here just because they have to, because I come down here because I like to eat with my family. And we were it.
Volunteer Sharon Smith says everyone loved Feller.
I typically work at the door and greet people. It's what I like to do. And he would always come in and he'd say, "Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing, Sharon."
While you might recognize that hat of his, there's a good chance you missed another aspect of his presence.
He would come up to me sometimes. He didn't like to tell people this, but he would come up to me and hand me gift cards and tell me to give them to families that were here. He said, "That family, I know they need some shoes for their kids."
Another stanza of his poetry reads, "Life is but choices that we must make. For bad, there's consequences. For good, there's rewards to take. The rewards of knowing him and the fellowship he fostered persist."
He gave as much back to the banquet as the banquet gave to him.
You're just one of those rays of sunshine.
In Sioux Falls, Dan Santella, KELOLAND News.
And the Banquet is always looking for volunteers, and if you'd like to help them out, check out a link to its website under this story on KELOLAND.com.